David Benavidez, the Mexican monster, possesses an electrifying aura within the boxing realm. With his captivating all-action style and mesmerizing combinations, he never fails to keep spectators on the edge of their seats. As a fearless assassin, Benavidez revels in inflicting pain upon his adversaries, showcasing his prowess within the ring. This young Mexican prodigy effortlessly fulfills the criteria for a must-see spectacle, leaving audiences craving for more. At just 25 years old, this Phoenix fighter has risen to prominence, emerging as one of the super middleweight division's most prominent figures. With an impressive record of 27 victories, 23 of which were secured through thunderous knockouts, Benavidez's star continues to ascend. His arsenal includes a perfect fusion of size, reach, and devastatingly powerful straight jab. Benavidez seamlessly sets up his attacks with remarkable composure and precision, strategically dismantling his opponents until they succumb to his relentless onslaught. Fresh off his triumphant victory over former IBF super middleweight champion Caleb Plant, let's delve into the awe-inspiring speed and unforgiving power that David Benavidez possesses. In the nascent stages of his professional career, Benavidez made swift progress, boasting an impeccable 12-0 record within a mere 2 years. It was during this time that he found himself pitted against the formidable Kevin the Vermont Bully Cobbs, a supposed stepping stone for the young contender to face tougher competition. Without a moment's hesitation, the tenacious slugger unleashed a relentless assault upon his adversary. His fists flew with lightning-fast speed, raining blistering combinations upon the bully's head and body. Caught off guard and forced onto the back foot, Cobbs found himself in a desperate struggle to survive against the onslaught. However, it proved futile as Benavidez's relentless and unanswered attacks overwhelmed him in a mere 2 rounds. The promising Mexican star left the referee with no alternative but to halt the contest, declaring Benavidez the victor in resounding fashion. In a remarkable display, David Benavidez showcased his immense talent, leaving no doubt that he is an enthralling prospect for the future of boxing. Headlining the bill for the very first time in his burgeoning career, Benavidez journeyed to Philadelphia to confront the elusive southpaw Dennis "Mama's Boy" Douglin. From the opening bell, Benavidez fearlessly pursued his opponent, relentlessly advancing. The impact of the Mexican's power shots began to reverberate in the 6th round, as the weary southpaw found himself trapped against the ropes, enduring an onslaught of relentless bombs. Undeterred and displaying extraordinary bravery, Douglin valiantly fought through the adversity. However, in the 9th round, a flurry of thunderous uppercuts to the head left him momentarily down on the canvas. Though he rose to his feet, Douglin was severely hurt. Benavidez capitalized on the opportunity. Launching an unrelenting barrage of unanswered blows, the referee Gary Rosado had no choice but to intervene, waving off the fight to protect the courageous but overwhelmed Douglin. The Mexican monster, now boasting an unblemished record of 15 fights, had emerged victorious in 14 of them via thunderous knockouts. In his inaugural 12-round bout, David Benavidez faced off against the seasoned slugger, Rogelio "Porky" Medina, with the coveted prize being a guaranteed shot at the WBC super middleweight title. Employing a strategic approach, Benavidez initially opted to retreat and fight from the back foot, putting his exceptional counterpunching skills on full display. However, in the 4th round, he rocked his adversary, igniting a fervent pursuit for the finish. Displaying astonishing toughness and an iron chin, Medina found himself subjected to a standing count in the 6th round, following a ferocious onslaught to both his head and body. Absorbing a perilous amount of punishment throughout the encounter, the resolute veteran refused to yield. Yet, his valiant efforts ultimately succumbed to a devastating blow, an uppercut that crashed into his body, sending him sprawling to the canvas. Undeterred, Medina valiantly rose to his feet. However, his arduous challenge was conclusively extinguished in the ensuing rounds. Benavidez concluded the spectacle with a breathtaking, head-swiveling 6-punch combination, leaving the aging veteran collapsed on the canvas. Undoubtedly, Benavidez's knockout performance stood as a contender for the year's most electrifying display, marking his remarkable 10th consecutive knockout victory. Amidst a buzzing crowd in Arlington, Texas, David Benavidez took center stage against Leon Love. Without any intention of prolonging the bout, Benavidez swiftly sprang into action, unleashing a counter left hook that left his opponent visibly dazed, teetering on unsteady legs within a mere 2 minutes of the opening round. Seizing the opportunity, Benavidez relentlessly pursued Love, connecting with a devastating right hand and an onslaught of rapid-fire blows. The relentless assault compelled referee Lawrence Cole to step in and halt the contest during the second round. Once again, Benavidez exhibited his destructive prowess, adding yet another awe-inspiring knockout to his ever-expanding collection of memorable highlights. Set against the backdrop of the exhilarating Errol Spence vs. Sean Porter undercard, the undefeated Benavidez found himself locked in a fierce battle with the two-time champion Anthony the Dog Dirrell for the WBC super middleweight title. Both pugilists experienced moments of triumph in the early exchanges, but the tides dramatically turned in the sixth round when a thunderous left hook landed, causing a nasty cut to open above Dirrell's right eye. As the fight progressed, Dirrell, employing his veteran tactics to hang on, gradually began to fade, allowing Benavidez to unleash a relentless offensive onslaught. With vicious combinations targeting both head and body, Benavidez seized control of the bout. Cornered against the ropes and enduring a concerning amount of punishment, Dirrell struggled to defend himself. Left with no alternative, referee Thomas Taylor intervened, bringing an end to the contest. In an astonishing achievement, Benavidez reclaimed his WBC super middleweight title, simultaneously etching his name in the annals of boxing history as the youngest ever two-time super middleweight champion. This triumph came after the setback of losing his WBC super middleweight title on the scales, making his redemption all the more remarkable. Stripped of his belt, David Benavidez found himself pitted against Alexis Angulo in a bout devoid of championship stakes. From the outset, Benavidez assumed complete control, methodically dismantling his opponent with a precise jab and thunderous right hands, penetrating Angulo's high guard. Demonstrating a mesmerizing blend of speed and power, the young Mexican systematically dismantled the Colombian as the rounds progressed, unleashing a relentless barrage of hellacious power shots to both head and body. As Angulo began to absorb an alarming amount of punishment, he resorted to tucking up behind his high guard, desperately trying to withstand the onslaught from Benavidez's unrelenting assault. Recognizing the growing concern for Angulo's well-being, his head trainer took decisive action and threw in the towel at the conclusion of the 10th round. This brought an end to the lopsided onslaught, as Angulo's head snapped back repeatedly during the exchanges, and his visage started to swell, prompting the corner's decision to halt the fight. With this commanding victory, Benavidez enhanced his unblemished record to 23 wins, an astounding 22 of which were secured by way of knockout. Determined to maintain his unblemished record, Benavidez stepped into the ring to face Ronald Ellis in a WBC super middleweight title eliminator. Wasting no time, the Mexican slugger immediately unleashed his arsenal, showcasing his impressive range and tantalizing combinations. From the very first round, Benavidez had his opponent trapped in survival mode. With relentless ferocity, Benavidez continued to pummel his opponent throughout the first half of the fight, gradually wearing down Ellis as his energy visibly faded. The onslaught persisted as Benavidez relentlessly battered and dismantled his opponent, pushing him to the brink. It was in the 11th round that referee Johnny Callas finally intervened, recognizing the accumulation of punishment inflicted upon Ellis, and called a halt to the contest. Although Ellis displayed commendable determination and an unyielding chin, the Mexican monster once again exhibited his remarkable speed and power, leaving spectators in awe of his exceptional abilities. Jumping ahead to an anticipated showdown with Canadian power puncher David Lemieux, David Benavidez once again proved his worth in the super middleweight division. Waste no time, Benavidez unleashed a flurry of punches, showcasing his agility by moving around the ring and countering Lemieux's strikes. The first round concluded with Benavidez establishing dominance, setting the stage for what was to come. In the second round, it became the Benavidez show. With a devastating uppercut, he sent Lemieux crashing through the ropes. Though Lemieux fought valiantly to regain his footing, the referee made the decision to end the fight in the third round, recognizing Benavidez's superiority. Almost a year later, Benavidez stepped into the ring to face Caleb Plant, the former IBF champion, at the prestigious MGM Grand Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. With nearly 14,000 fans in attendance, this high-profile clash proved to be an action-packed affair. Both fighters exchanged blows relentlessly throughout the bout, but it became evident that Benavidez's speed, power, and size would be too much for Plant. The fight concluded with Benavidez securing a unanimous decision victory, with all three judges favoring his performance. Despite the intense animosity leading up to the fight, both Benavidez and Plant displayed genuine respect for one another after the final bell rang. We hope you enjoyed today's video, fight fans, as we delved into the impressive speed and power of David Benavidez, witnessing his ascent to the pinnacle of the super middleweight division. Don't forget to give that like button a jab and hit the bell icon with a Benavidez-style left hook. We'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.